Hello, everyone. Welcome to the English Podcast Classroom. I'm your host, Emma, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. This is the place where we make learning English fun, easy, and something you can do right from your cozy home. So, grab a cup of tea, coffee, or maybe just a glass of water, and let's get started. Today's episode is all about learning English at home. Yep, you don't need a fancy classroom or an expensive teacher to improve your English. You can do it right where you are, maybe sitting on your couch or at your kitchen table. How cool is that? So why learn English at home? Well, it's flexible. It's comfortable, and you can go at your own pace. Plus, you can practice in your pajamas if you want. No judgment here. Giggles, have you ever tried learning something new in your pajamas? It's the best, right? In this episode, we're going to cover some super simple ways to practice English at home. I'll share tips, tricks, and even some fun exercises to help you feel more confident. We'll also talk about some cultural tips to make your English sound more natural. And don't worry if you're a beginner, this episode is made just for you. Before we dive in, let me ask you, what's one thing you love about learning English? Maybe it's watching movies, talking to new friends, or just feeling proud when you say a new word. Think about it for a second. Okay, ready? Let's jump into our main lesson. All right, friends. Let's talk about how you can learn English at home. I'm going to share 3 super easy ways to practice every day. These are perfect for beginners, and you don't need anything fancy, just you, a little time, and a big smile. Tip 1, talk to yourself. Yes, you heard me. Talking to yourself is a great way to practice English. It's free, it's easy, and you can do it anytime. When you're at home, try describing what you're doing in English. For example, if you're making breakfast, say out loud, I am cutting an apple. I am drinking coffee. It's like a little English workout for your brain. Let's try it together. Imagine you're brushing your teeth. Say this with me. I am brushing my teeth. Go ahead, say it out loud. Pauses, nice job. Now try this one. I am washing my face. Repeat after me. I am washing my face. Pauses, awesome. See, you're already practicing. Talking to yourself helps you get comfortable with words and sentences. Plus, no one's listening, so you can make mistakes and laugh about it. Have you ever tried talking to yourself in English? It feels a little silly at first, but it's so helpful. Tip 2, use everyday objects. Your home is full of things you can use to learn English. Look around you right now. What do you see? A table, a chair, a phone. Try naming 5 things in your room in English. Let's do it together. I'll start. Table, chair, book, pen, window. Now it's your turn. Pause the podcast and say 5 things you see in English. Pauses for 10 seconds. How did that go? If you didn't know a word, that's okay. You can look it up later or just describe it. For example, if you don't know the word lamp, you could say, the thing that gives light. Pretty smart, right? Here's a fun challenge. Pick one object in your house every day and learn 5 words related to it. For example, if you pick a cup, Learn words like drink, water, coffee, tea, and sip. Write them down and say them out loud. This makes learning new words so much easier. Tip 3. Listen and repeat. Listening is a huge part of learning English. You can listen to songs, watch TV shows, or even follow along with this podcast. When you hear a word or sentence you like, repeat it out loud. This helps you with pronunciation and remembering new words. Let's practice with a short dialogue. Imagine you're at home and you're talking about your day. I'll say a sentence and you repeat it after me. Ready? Here we go. I had a good day today. Pause is your turn. Say it out loud. I watched a movie at home. Pause is nice. Try it. I like to read books in English. Pause is great job. If you want, you can write these sentences down and practice them later. Listening and repeating helps your brain get used to how English sounds. What's one English song or show you love? Maybe you can try repeating some lines from it this week. Background music swells slightly, then fades. Those are my 3 tips. Talk to yourself, use everyday objects, and listen and repeat. They're so simple, but they really work. Which one are you going to try first? Think about it while we move on to some practice exercises. Okay, everyone, it's time to put those tips into action with some fun practice exercises. These are designed for beginners, so don't worry if you feel a little nervous. I'm right here with you, and we're going to have fun. Let's do 3 exercises together. Exercise 1. Describe your morning. For this exercise, I want you to describe what you did this morning using simple sentences. I'll give you an example first. Here's my morning. I woke up at 7 o'clock. I brushed my teeth. I ate breakfast. I drank coffee. Now it's your turn. Pause the podcast and say 3 sentences about your morning. Use I and simple verbs like eat, drink, or walk. Go ahead, try it. Pauses for 15 seconds. How was that? If you want, you can write your sentences down and practice them again later. Maybe say them to a mirror. That's what I do sometimes. Exercise 2. Name that object. Let's play a quick game. I'm going to name 3 objects in my house, and you'll repeat the words after me. Then, you'll look around and name 3 objects in your house. Ready? Here are mine. Spoon, pauses, say it with me. Spoon. Clock, pauses, your turn. Clock. Pillow, pauses, nice. Say pillow. Now pause the podcast and say 3 objects you see in your house. Say them out loud in English. Pauses for 15 seconds, great work. If you didn't know a word, just describe it. Like, the thing I sit on for a chair. You're doing amazing. Exercise 3. Mini dialogue. Let's practice a short conversation you might have at home. Imagine you're talking to yourself about your plans for the day. I'll say each line, and you repeat after me. Here's the dialogue. Today I will read a book. Pauses, your turn. I want to watch a movie. Pauses, say it. I need to buy food. Pauses, awesome. Now try making your own 3-sentence dialogue about your day. Pause the podcast and give it a try. Pauses for 20 seconds. Wow, you're getting so good at this. Keep practicing these dialogues, and you'll sound more natural in no time. Now, let's talk about some cultural tips to make your English sound more natural. These are little things native speakers do that you can try at home to feel more confident. Tip 1. Use short responses. In English, we often use short responses to sound friendly. For example, if someone asks, "Do you like coffee?" you can just say, "Yeah," or "Sure," instead of a long sentence. Let's practice. I'll ask you a question, and you answer with a short response. Ready? Do you like music? Pauses. Try saying, "Yeah," or "Yes, go ahead." Pauses for 5 seconds. Nice. Short responses make you sound relaxed and natural. Try using them when you practice at home. Tip 2. Greetings and politeness. In English-speaking cultures, we love to say please and thank you. For example, if you're pretending to order food at home, you might say, "Can I have water, please?" or "Thank you for the food." Let's try one. Repeat after me. "Can I have a sandwich, please?" Pause as your turn. Using please and thank you makes you sound polite and friendly. Try adding them to your practice dialogues. Tip 3. Everyday phrases. Here are a few phrases native speakers use at home. I'll say them, and you repeat. "I'm so tired." Pauses. Say it. "What's for dinner?" Pauses. Your turn. "Time to relax." Pauses. Great job. These phrases are super common, and they'll make your English sound more like a native speaker. What's one phrase you hear in English movies or songs that you like? Maybe you can practice that one at home. Wow, we covered so much today. Let's wrap up with a quick summary. In today's episode of the English Podcast Classroom, we talked about how to learn English at home. You don't need a classroom or a teacher, just a little creativity and practice. We learned 3 tips. Talk to yourself, use everyday objects, and listen and repeat. We also did some fun exercises, like describing your morning and practicing dialogues. And don't forget those cultural tips. Use short responses, say please and thank you, and try some everyday phrases. So, what's your next step? Maybe try talking to yourself in English tomorrow morning, or naming 5 objects in your house. Whatever you do, keep it fun, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Emma, and I'll be back next week with more tips to help you learn English. If you liked this episode, tell a friend about the English Podcast Classroom, and let's keep learning together. Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and I'll see you soon.